play for this last game of the evening. The 2018 champ, and what a final that was with Monsieur Sulovic. And there we see only Gedwin Price is averaging more than Gary Anderson across all matches played in 2023. He's playing well, he fancies it, he wants it. And when Gary Anderson applies himself, titles get won. But in Dave Chisnall, he's playing the 12th seed, who knows how to win. Okay, maybe not on the match play stage, maybe not on the biggest of stages, but John, Dave Chisnall in the last decade has been one of the most successful players on the tour.
Well, yeah, listen, he might not know about winning events, but he certainly knows about throwing. And, you know, I'm actually kind of surprised that first stat you were saying with Gary being only second only to Price, because I would have imagined that Chizzy was ahead of him.
Yes.
Because he's had quite a productive year, and he's had a lot of good performances that I've seen. So that is quite something. Gary Anderson right up there, and going to be a formidable opponent to knock off for Dave Chisnall here.
Yeah. Yeah, whilst the first couple of legs are not absolutely paramount to win, you just do want to find your range, find your feel.
82.
Well, even his stinker turn is good. He's 54 after 12.
Expect plenty of trebles to be hit with these two about for the first leg. Polished.
Yeah, that's like what you want on your game plan, your blueprint. Okay, I want my throw, opening leg, 15 or less, so 14. Perfect.
Yeah, I like the way that both Gary and Dave have gone about their business over the decades. They just get on with it, don't they, John? There's no shenanigans, really, apart from when Gary played Gedwin Price in 2018.
Well, everyone has to have some fun sometimes.
Yeah, of course. But generally, they just get on with it. And Gary really can match the quickest of them. And Dave just always been a quick thrower, but always been that little bit slower in getting to the board.
84.
So he's kind of a deliberate quickie.
Yes.
Yes, he doesn't want to rush the address, but once he starts, he's chucking them.
Yeah, never ever rush to settle. As you can see with Dave, he strides in and then fires away.
I'd say he's quite deliberate between dart delivery as well.
Yeah, he stops, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not rushed. You're right. You identified that well earlier. As he's always been kind of, people think of him as a fast player, but he really just isn't.
Yeah, that's right. But what he's got to be careful of is that he doesn't slow down to a stop, because then he starts to get all flicky with the middle finger when he releases the dart. And Gary Anderson is in control of this match so far. Chizzy has yet to settle.
Well, this display from Anderson will not help that, Wayne. It's really good start.
Yeah, isn't it just? Two-time world champ, former Premier League champion. And like I said, the final here against Monsieur Sulovic was absolutely mesmerising from start to finish. And of course, Gary was runner-up to Dimitri van den Berg in, what would it be called, John? The lockdown match play?
It's as good as any to me.
Soulless match play?
Yeah. Yeah, he certainly plays darts no matter what it seems, and since he's reinvested himself into trying to play as much as possible, it's really paid off for him.
Yeah, Gary just needs to play competitively, doesn't he? It's not so much about putting in the hours practice for him, it's about putting in the hours on the planes and in the hotels, because once he starts playing, he gets that competitive edge back.
Well, it didn't take long, though, did it?
No.
He said he was going to apply himself, and he started playing at a tremendous quality immediately. As soon as he had it in his mind, he was here to do the job. He's been doing well.
48. David,
He has a lot of quality to call upon. And Dave, after just hitting the first max of this match, is he going to go 25? Okay. That is treble 11, David. Double 14.
And this is where he can be more deliberate and still be successful on these doubles. Not that one.
He was lucky not to hit an 11 there. Oh, this would hurt. Already taken out 120. Really?
Oh, really hurt.
Really?
That was an attempt to try and leave the ball weight, as you quite rightly know.
Wow. I did not expect Gary to even attempt 54-54 ball. That is Chizzy's first leg. It was a little 13 darter. This game, they're both averaging 97. It's got a lot of quality in already, John.
Yeah, that was a break of throw.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to get back in, and now he can... He's got to know Gary's going to be attacking right back. I mean, so it's a big task even to hold his throw, I think, for Chizzy here.
Yeah. Yeah, kicking off 97, you're kind of hoping that your opponent doesn't hit a 180. Because that really is the only thing that will kind of really hurt. But coming down in one treble per visit against Gary Anderson can leave you in a fragile position. Gary's got to go about his work neatly in the next throw, because 266, if you don't keep an eye on the score, you can leave a bogey.
Yeah, it wasn't shaping up to matter a whole lot until Dave got that last treble 20.
Should stay there and does. That was a little opening for Gary there, John. Another treble could have seen Dave in trouble here.
43.
Well, there's trouble. Anderson now 6 darts for 208. The standard we've seen so far in the match would say that's quite doable. A troubleless turn says, wait a minute, that's going to be pretty difficult. So Chizzy's ball's back in his court.
Yeah.
And it's just a setup visit, but what a visit he can have here.
Oh, that leaves it a bit precarious. Big moments here for Dave Chisnall, you feel, because if he gets broken here, it'll be quite easy to go in at the first break after the first quintet of legs, 4-1 down. But that is a perler of a 57. And that is an absolute peach of a 36.
Yeah, and that second dart, the first dart that missed, perfect placing to make sure he had the guide in.
We know it wasn't him, but it helped him hit it.
It did help him. It built the out there.
Yeah.
Because if you pull in and then you got to go over for double 9, then you're just sort of making a wish. That dart was useful that missed.
Yeah. Guides, markers, whatever you want to call them, they are so important in being a world-class player.
I would say that first dart that missed, and there's the marker, it was almost deliberately careful.
Yes.
He wasn't over-aggressive at it, the target.
It was like he was never going to go inside.
Yes, it was either going to hit the target or be useful.
Yeah, the professional miss. And Dave just not happy because he's losing the line a bit often. Yeah, a treble 1 in the first visit and now a treble 3.
96.
Dave Chisnall, there we see, not happy with the way that the darts are skewing away. He is so adept at winning matches. Okay, he's adept at winning events, but not televised events. He's reached the final in the World Grand Prix a couple of times, the Grand Slam, the Masters a couple of times, semi-finals in the World Championships. The man is used to winning matches, John, so this won't hold any fears for him, will it?
I think the only fear he ever has is of letting himself down. I think that he knows he has the best darts available.
Yeah.
That he can match anybody when he's going well.
Yeah, look what he did to Van Gerwen a couple of years ago in the World Championships, beaten to nil, 5-0, and then lost to Gary actually in that Worlds. So for the lead, like I say, can be a little methodical in getting to the board. 36 for 36. Double 9.
That's what we mean. That miss on the first attempt should have been outside.
Yeah. Well, Gary's already taken out 120. Oh, that was unlucky. That really was. It was the right dart. He just missed.
Yeah, but from 2-0 down, he could be up 3-2 at the first break with this dart, and that's no help.
But that is helpful. Like John said, he was 2-0 down, Dave Chisnall. I thought he was going to take his shirt off then. Please don't do that, David. Dave Chisnall at the first break goes in, leading Gary Anderson 3-2. And Chizzy's fought his way back into it and now leads as Gary kind of goes off the boil the last kind of 3 legs.
Well, yeah, no shots for double.
Yeah,
in the last 3 legs. He hasn't missed a dart at double, and he's got 2 legs, so it's 2 for 2. But the lack of sufficient scoring should be worrying him a little, or maybe making him angry, because he knows, as we were talking about, he's been almost the best on the tour this year scoring. And if Dave Chisnall keeps hitting 180s like that, it's really going to cause Gary problems if he doesn't get the scoring going.
Yeah, this could have been one of those games where you think it's going to be like a in 2 so far, and they've both gone to Chizzy. It's not often Gary Anderson plays 5 legs without a maximum.
Yeah. Well, you see a 180 fest. Well, it really hasn't been as festive as we've hyped it. I mean, they're low 90s averages here, and we're in the 6th leg. And of course, we were expecting ton-plus averages on both sides here.
They
can still get back there, though.
Yeah, we're so used to seeing it, aren't we? Well, this would hurt. As Dave sitting on tops for a 2-leg lead now. And this will be 4 legs on the trot. He'll like that dart. He'll like that kind of more, but he didn't use any of them.
Yeah, as a set, he didn't like any of them.
No. Can Gary Anderson dodge 3 bullets, get away with it, and make Chizzy pay? And the answer is yes. I think Gary Anderson's kind of, I'm not going to say always been the same, John, but you feel when Gary Anderson hits his doubles to, call it 45–50%, he is going to cause you untold problems. Dave Chisnall has just given him a kind of leg up and the ability to get level, and he took it.
Well, yeah, and I think that, you know, makes a good point about that stat with Gary being 2nd on the tour overall average behind Price. And that point is, averages aren't all about good scoring.
Yes.
We've been kind of just inherently attributing good scoring to him, but it's the good finishing also.
Of course.
The good double hitting, not wasting darts at double. Really helps prop your average up as well.
Yeah, Gary Anderson was always known as one of the, I'm going back over a decade now, one of the flakiest finishers. But once he started to be able to finish relatively well, he started to win all sorts of things.
Yeah, that was way back then.
Oh, that was like 15 years ago.
Once he figured it out, he was the boss of a lot of things.
Oh, you're not kidding. Well, Dave had 3 darts for 4-2. He lost that leg, and now he's just struggling a little in this. And you do not want to give Gary Anderson a hand in beating you.
And what a great time that was. Just made the adjustment, the second dart. Didn't let that third dart get embroiled with that treble in any way, shape, or form, and now he has tops.
Yeah, no drama. Or maybe there is drama.
And all that crediting him with the great finishing, and we jinxed him a little bit there, maybe.
Well, this has been a scruffy leg from Dave Chisnall. 80 left after 18. You feel that Gary's going to get it this time, and he does.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, he's not one to spurn a second chance with 3 darts in hand.
You've got to. You can't stay there, Dave. Dave, I thought he was going to fall out. It wobbled, and then he thought, oh, I might give it another go.
No, he propped it up, didn't you see?
Yeah, I did see, but I didn't think. I didn't think that was going to be the case.
Yeah, I better prop that up in case it falls out before I get to retrieve it. It's the brilliance of the man, Wayne.
Yeah. Beyond me, pal. Again, Chizzy going wayward and not liking it.
96.
They're both struggling a little here, aren't they?
And it's quite often the case when we hype up a game to be high quality. They're facing each other, and they both know what they're facing, and you get that tension into the game.
You do, yeah. When you know that someone can beat you, John, you can't always kind of rise to that challenge if they're not playing particularly well and beating you.
It's kind of like when you have a lead late in the match, and all you really need is steady tons, and you can't do it because you're pushing for it.
Yeah.
But this is a whole match thing when you're up against it.
Well, he's not going to take out the 160 here, but he's going to leave it really handy. And Chizzy's set-up shot to leave this 167 was absolutely sublime. What 6 darts this could be. Wayward again. He's becoming exasperated.
Yeah, to the right as well. Oh, and that won't help the situation any. It's double exasperated.
Yeah. Well, that second dart was thrown so well.
Yeah, it's looking good without looking like he can't miss. He's still getting the job done. He looks vulnerable, but he's still crossing the line.
I get it. It's all right, isn't it? And he's won the last 3 legs. Since Dave has had those darts to go 4-2, John, he's kind of looked a little lackluster.
It's all been runs of legs.
Yeah, it has.
2 by Gary, 3 by Dave, 3 by Gary.
Yeah. But that run hasn't ended yet.
And because it's gone on in this fashion, you sort of think, well, maybe Gary needs to make the most of this run and keep winning legs.
Yeah.
Because if you lose the advantage, maybe it'll swing back the other way once again.
Yeah. And of course, the nearer Gary or Dave get to the finish line, each leg seems more important and bigger than those that have gone. But Dave Chisnall has thrown some wayward darts in this contest already, and you can see that it's bothering him.
Yeah, although he's throwing some of the best darts in the match, he's also throwing some of the worst.
Yeah. And now Gary's starting to hit more 3-figure shots than Dave Chisnall. At the moment, there is only one man that looks like winning this contest, and he's leading 6-3, and that's 4 on the bounce. Chizzy is in trouble. And it's not the fact that he's losing 6-3, John, it's also the way he's playing, which is not good.
Well, Gary's body language has been very good through most of the match. He looked like he was weathering it just a touch, on those 3 legs on a trot by Chizzy, but he once again looks like he's totally in charge.
Yeah. Huge leg for Dave Chisnall. It's not must-win, John, but it feels it for him. You wouldn't, if you're Dave, obviously 7-3 going in at the second break is a kind of mini darting disaster, but 6-4 can make you feel so much better.
Yeah, it's maintaining only being down the 1 leg. Still gonna have to make it up, but that sort of a score by Gary in his first 180 of the match.
Yeah,
was kind of dealt a really severe blow to Chizzy.
Yeah, and what a time to have your best leg in a match.
Oh, let's leave it double after 10 or 9 for 10. Come back for a 10-dart leg. What a way to go to a break that would be.
And when you are 6-3 up against the darts going into a break, and you can rattle off 140, 180, 165 and double. Okay.
Yeah, that was really odd because he had a great marker the first dart, and then it went out to the left side. So a slim chance for Chizzy. Another. Oh, he can't believe it.
Yeah, I just don't think he's releasing the darts, literally releasing them the same like he would like to every time, because they're going in at different angles, and he's having some that are hardly sticking in, some that are going in well. But this game at the moment is all about Gary Anderson. That was a clean sweep in that block of 5 legs. As we go into the break, Gary Anderson leads Dave Chisnall 7-3.
Happen right now. So Dave has to believe, and he's already done it once. He has to believe he can do it again.
Yeah.
And it has to start now with a break and throw.
422.
Yeah, there's been a point in this game that seems to have changed it both ways, is that in the 6th leg, when leading 3-2, Dave Chisnall missed 3 darts at double top. Since then, John, he has regressed. And constantly, but he has got worse after that, call it incident.
Yeah, and you say incident, but the first 2 darts you thought were good. And then his
they were.
3rd one just didn't happen to go in.
Yeah.
So I'm just to be fair in their analysis, he was a little unlucky in that.
Yeah.
He was a little unlucky not to be up 4-2.
Yeah. But Gary Anderson come back with 2 darts at tops in hand, taken out of 59, and he pinned it. He has been better on the outer ring than Dave Chisnall, and it has counted. It really has.
Well, and Gary Anderson, he's just comported himself as an individual. It looks like it's impossible that he's going to lose. He's just going about the business. Okay, I just have to throw some darts, collect the win, and I'll come back in a couple days.
Now, you know and I know Gary Anderson is not near the finishing line yet. I say yet because if he can go 8-3 up here, it will be another nail in the coffin for Chizzy. But if Chizzy can nick this leg, then who knows? The rule of thumb is, John, is never let your opponent get 1 away. It's always 2 away max, isn't it?
That's one of them. My other rule of thumb is don't be further from your opponent than your opponent is from the finish line. But Chizzy's rectified it with that.
Yeah.
That breakup throw that you can start a run of legs once again, which is how he's going to get back in if he does.
Yeah.
Has to start well in this leg or Gary will punish him.
Yeah, I do think that Dave really hasn't kicked off well enough with the first 3 to put Gary under enough pressure in any leg.
Well, here it is. Gary blitzing him because he only hit 80. 140, so a treble advantage already.
Yeah. And now the pressure on Dave already, even though he's thrown first. It should be the other way round.
Ooh, a loose dart
Run.
that hung in there. Yeah, run.
Yeah, just has a few flicky ones, doesn't he? And he uses these solid all-in-one stem and flight combinations, and sometimes there's not much give. They are quite heavy, so if you don't throw them 100% right, they don't seem to fly right. But these are flying perfectly.
440.
And you can also, if you don't throw them just spot on, you can get a lot more deflections.
Oh, yes.
Big uns.
Oh, huge ones.
97. 144.
After 9, this is another good leg. Dave had a good leg in the previous. Looking for the 45 to lead 24, so he will return for 54. And now, John, things may be getting a little interesting if he can pop this.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a big if. I have confidence he's feeling good about himself right here. Hit that tops.
You were right to have confidence in him.
Well, he's coming off the break of throw. He knows this is plan. The plan's coming together now. Now can he reel off another break of throw and really make it interesting?
I know it's only 2 legs, but this is his best spell. Forget that he won 3 legs earlier. Performance-wise, this is his best spell of form.
Well, he's certainly under more pressure now than he was when he had the 3-leg run.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was kind of no pressure, only 2-0 down. Not compared to what it was being 7-3 down.
Yeah, both playing better now, surely, David.
Well, he just keeps right in Gary Anderson's mind, and it's had an effect. Look at this. I'm surprised. That's my reaction here. I'm surprised that got to Gary a little. He saved it a bit, but he didn't leave a finish.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, after the treble 1, it was impossible to leave a finish, but Dave Chisnall could not punish that score of 68 from Gary Anderson. Well, these are the last 6, John, have been unusually poor from Gary.
You're showing quite a bit of vulnerability. Oh, another.
92. Gary 115.
They had a 120, and he needs this 115 in a pretty bad way.
Oh, he'll like that. Oh, we'll love that. There you see the reaction. That was superb from Gary Anderson.
And I said he needed it in a bad way, just to keep himself the boss.
Yeah.
Now he's 2 legs away. Now he can attack Chizzy's throw without any fear of having to do it. It's just, he's back in a really good spot, Gary Anderson.
What a lovely double 19 as well. It went in clean, it went in high of the bottom wire. One of those, John, you know, when you release it, you're like, I think that's in. One of those.
97.
Well, Gary, you know, when he's committed to playing, he has one of the best autopilot arms going.
Yes. And like I mentioned earlier, I just don't believe that it's about practice with Gary. It's about, oh, that is so unfortunate again. This happens a lot with Dave.
Well, do you think, did you identify maybe he should have switched before that third dart? Did it look loose?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it loose.
And that's maybe where you just got to be careful sometimes.
Yeah.
I know you want the crowd reaction and all that, but you know, if you're having that problem, you need to be a realist as well.
Yeah. Oh, that was snatchy. Very late from Dave, and it's left him 1-4-3. What kind of pressure is he going to be under to take that out? And the answer's kind of not a lot, even though he's 8-5 down. There's the pressure in the scoreline, not in this leg. 51 for 32 to get within 2.
Yeah, perfect job with Gary, not on a finish.
Some slack visits the last couple of legs from Gary Anderson. I know he won the last leg, but he won't like some of what he's doing.
Agreed, but at the same time, he knows this is the leg, the boss once again. Hold his throw twice, and he's won 10-7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he knows he's in a great position.
41.
Of course, he doesn't want to have to hold his throw twice. He'd like to hold his throw here and then break throw to win. But
Yeah,
if it did work out and he has to throw twice more,
I get what you mean, John.
I wasn't sure I knew what I meant myself until I thought it through.
140.
13th, 140 for Gary Anderson. Chizzy is at 8.
6.
That is not enough. Tension at its highest now for Dave Chisnall.
You just have to have full belief in yourself right now if you're Dave Chisnall that you can bully your opponent and steal back the win.
I think what's great for both these players, even though Dave's playing nowhere near his best, or Gary, they know that they have a 5-minute spell that just dismisses anyone. They've both got it.
Become the bully.
Yes, just do what you like.
And it looks like Anderson is the bully
Yeah,
right at this moment in time.
they're so good, they actually take the other player out of the legs and games, so sometimes the best can do that.
Yeah, this needs to be efficient. Needs to go in. Don't give Chizzy a chance. And that was slack.
Yeah, caught the flight. It may have looked a lot worse than it actually was, but it was just that little bit low.
Yeah.
And caught the flight to leave 39. But Dave really needs to hit this 60. What a big dart this 28 is.
93. Gary required 39.
To move within a leg. That is an absolute perler of a double eight. You could see the way it went in, John. That was thrown brilliantly.
It looked proper.
Oh, didn't it just? Look at it. No offence to the dart at double 16, but the one at double 8 was thrown with that conviction that you know that you're feeling okay, the pressure isn't too much for you, and you can do it.
Well, he still gave a wave of apology for maybe for that dart at tops.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
I think this has got to stop, this I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know it is. I never liked it in the first instance. It's just pantomime in my mind. It doesn't mean anything. Of course, you're there to win legs. You never apologize.
It's just all faux. It's faux apologies. From what should happen from now on, whoever does it, you dock them, the leg goes to your opponent.
Yeah,
That
sorry,
stop
okay,
it.
well, you can have the leg then. Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Well, it's a decent visit from Dave. In a leg, he simply has to win.
And all the pressure on him.
So this 96 has got to go somehow. Loves double 18. Can he get it for the third time in this match? The answer is no. Those two missed darts may be the last darts that he throws in this year's World Matchplay. As Gary says, sorry for winning. Don't be sorry, Gary. That is a 10-6 win for Gary Anderson over Dave Chisnall in this, the first round in this year's opening night of the World Matchplay. He will play Daryl Gurney in the second round to overcome